1. Early humans focused entirely on basic survival like hunting and gathering just to stay alive. Once we began to specialize, one person could focus on tools while another farmed the land. Innovation surged because each individual could master their specific craft deeply. 2. A village where everyone does everything stays stuck in a slow loop of basic subsistence. When we started trading grain for specialized pottery, we unlocked immense efficiency and growth. Focus allowed us to refine designs that our ancestors could never have imagined. 3. Think about the massive complexity required to build a single modern commercial jet engine. Thousands of engineers, metallurgists, and software experts focus on tiny, distinct components daily. None could build it alone, but together they conquer the skies with ease. 4. The era of the generalist ended when the body of human knowledge became too vast. Specialization allows one doctor to focus solely on neurology while another perfects heart surgery. We achieve medical miracles because we divide the labor of mastering reality. 5. In the past, a farmer had to be a veterinarian, mechanic, and meteorologist all at once. Today, specialized agronomists use satellite data to optimize crop yields for global food security. Focusing on one problem lets us solve it with total precision and scale. 6. Innovation relies on the deep, narrow expertise that only total immersion can possibly provide. If you spend your whole life studying fluid dynamics, you see things a novice ignores. Deep focus is the secret engine behind every major technological breakthrough. 7. Writing, mathematics, and engineering were once hobbies of the elite few in history. As societies specialized, these became distinct professions that pushed our collective limits further. We stand on the shoulders of specialists who refined their fields for years. 8. A smartphone is the ultimate testament to the incredible power of massive human specialization. Silicon designers, antenna specialists, and interface artists all play their specific part perfectly. The result is a miracle device that no single person could replicate. 9. When we divide tasks, we reduce the cognitive load for every single worker involved. Someone focusing entirely on coding efficiency builds better software than a general multitasker. Specialization is the most efficient way to maximize total human output. 10. The Industrial Revolution was essentially a grand experiment in dividing complex labor into simple steps. This allowed us to produce goods at a scale that lifted billions out of poverty. By doing one thing well, we transformed the entire world for everyone. 11. Modern science is so advanced that researchers spend entire careers studying one specific protein. This extreme focus is exactly why we now cure diseases that were once death sentences. Small, deep steps of progress eventually lead to giant leaps for mankind. 12. The master painter does not spend his time building the canvas or mixing his paints. He focuses entirely on his brushwork to capture the light in a way no one else can. Specialization gives us the luxury of high art and cultural greatness. 13. Think of the specialized legal systems that protect our rights and manage complex civil society. Experts study law for years to ensure that human interaction remains fair and orderly. We thrive because we trust specialists to handle the heavy lifting. 14. Every major city is a hub of specialized professionals working together in a giant network. Without accountants, electricians, and chefs, urban life would collapse back to basic survival. Specialization is the hidden glue holding our civilization together. 15. The architect designs the structure, but the structural engineer ensures it will never fall. By splitting these roles, we build skyscrapers that touch the clouds safely and reliably. We build greatness by letting everyone master their own vital piece. 16. Music would never have evolved into the complex symphonies we hear today without specialists. Composers write the notes, while dedicated instrumentalists spend decades mastering their craft. We enjoy beauty because we encourage total excellence in niches. 17. Software development teams are now segmented into specialized front-end and back-end roles. This division of labor allows for apps that handle millions of users without crashing once. Excellence is a direct byproduct of narrowing your scope of work. 18. In ancient times, the master blacksmith knew how to create everything from nails to swords. Today, materials scientists develop new alloys that are lighter and stronger than ever before. We innovate by pushing the boundaries of specific fields forward. 19. Education systems succeed when they allow students to eventually choose a path of interest. By letting people focus on what they love, we create a workforce of deep experts. A society of experts is a society capable of solving any complex problem. 20. The supply chain for a simple cup of coffee spans thousands of miles in specialists. Farmers, logistics experts, and roasters all contribute their deep expertise to the final drink. We enjoy global abundance because we specialize in every single step. 21. Innovation is not just about having big ideas, but about having the skills to execute. Specialists spend their lives mastering the tools required to turn ideas into reality. Deep skills are the bridge between a mere dream and a physical invention. 22. A general hospital works because it is a collection of hundreds of specialized departments. From the lab techs to the specialized surgeons, everyone plays a role perfectly. We heal faster because we divide the labor of medicine among masters. 23. Think about how many specialists are involved in keeping the internet running every day. From fiber optic installers to cybersecurity analysts, the depth of knowledge is infinite. We stay connected because people focus on keeping the network alive. 24. The history of innovation is the history of people becoming more and more specialized. As we learn more, we break down fields into smaller and smaller pieces of expertise. Each piece is a new opportunity for someone to innovate and improve. 25. The total knowledge of humanity is now far too large for any single brain to hold. We have effectively turned humanity into a giant, distributed, and specialized neural network. We learn faster by letting every person be the expert of something. 26. Specialization allows for the existence of high-end manufacturing and massive infrastructure projects. We can build a bridge across a continent because we employ bridge-building specialists. Huge projects are just a collection of many specialized tasks. 27. The expert in renewable energy thinks about efficiency in ways a generalist never could. By focusing on a narrow problem, they find hidden solutions that change the world. Specialization is the source of all our best technical efficiencies. 28. Professional sports demonstrate the beauty of specializing in a single physical movement. The best athletes in the world spend their lives perfecting one specific game or skill. We admire greatness because it is the result of thousands of hours of focus. 29. When you specialize, you become more valuable to the rest of the global marketplace. The economy rewards those who can solve specific problems better than anyone else. This incentive system is what drives us to keep innovating and growing. 30. Think about the specialized food we eat that was engineered for shelf life and taste. Thousands of food scientists work to make sure our global food supply stays safe. We don't worry about starvation because we pay people to focus on food. 31. The growth of specialized consulting shows how much companies value deep, specific knowledge. When a company faces a crisis, they hire an expert to fix the specific problem. Expertise is a form of leverage that makes the whole company faster. 32. The development of language itself allowed us to categorize and specialize our daily tasks. By naming roles and trades, we organized our society into a collaborative machine. We are better when we identify who does what the very best. 33. Automation actually encourages more specialization because it handles the repetitive, general tasks. This lets humans focus on the high-level, creative work that only they can perform. Robots help us double down on our unique human expertise. 34. A specialized writer focuses on the craft of storytelling while editors focus on structure. This collaboration produces the books and films that inspire the entire human race. We build a culture by putting specialists together on a project. 35. The space program is perhaps the best example of specialization leading to innovation. Thousands of teams worked on individual systems that had to work perfectly in unison. We reached the moon because everyone did their narrow job flawlessly. 36. You can only become a true master of a craft if you say no to many other things. Specialization requires the discipline to focus when the world demands you be a generalist. The rewards for that focus are the greatest inventions ever. 37. The evolution of fashion relies on specialized designers, tailors, and textile engineers. Each group focuses on their part of the final product to create art we wear. We enjoy a beautiful culture because we allow people to be specialists. 38. The rise of specialized software for every industry has made businesses hyper-efficient. Companies no longer struggle with general tools but use ones built for their needs. This creates a feedback loop of more and more innovation daily. 39. A specialized security guard protects a vault differently than a general patrol officer. Deep focus on one threat profile makes the whole system much more secure. We improve safety by training specialists to handle specific environments. 40. Imagine trying to run a national power grid without thousands of specialized engineers. It would be impossible to keep the lights on for a single hour of the day. Our modern comfort is based entirely on the depth of professional focus. 41. Specialization allows us to pass down deep knowledge within specific professional guilds. The techniques of the master jeweler are taught to the next generation of jewelers. We preserve our best innovations by passing them down deeply. 42. Even in our hobbies, we are becoming more specialized and therefore more innovative. Amateur photographers now use gear that professionals didn't have 20 years ago. We innovate because we have the time to focus on our specific interests. 43. The divide between academic research and commercial application is filled by specialists. They take a wild idea and turn it into a product that changes our daily life. Innovation requires people who focus on the bridge between worlds. 44. A city of specialists is a city that can solve almost any problem thrown its way. If a pandemic hits, we have specialized virologists, logisticians, and doctors. We are resilient because we have experts in every possible field of life. 45. Specialization creates a diverse economy where everyone has something unique to offer. Because no one does everything, we must trade with each other for our needs. This trade drives the massive competition that leads to better products. 46. You become more innovative when you look at a problem through the lens of one field. A plumber looks at a city's pipes and sees solutions a generalist never would. Expertise is a unique vantage point for seeing what needs to change. 47. Think of the specialized legal experts who protect intellectual property for inventors. Their focus ensures that innovators can be rewarded for their hard, deep work. We have a culture of invention because we protect the specialists' rights. 48. The future of innovation lies in the intersection of two very different specialized fields. When a biologist works with a coder, a brand new industry is born for humanity. We innovate by bringing deep experts together for new solutions. 49. Our brains are wired to learn by doing things over and over again for years. Specialization lets us use our natural learning capacity to its absolute maximum limit. We are made to focus on one thing and master it for our species. 50. The story of human progress is the story of our long journey toward specialization. We began by doing everything, and we moved toward doing one thing with perfection. That perfection is the foundation for all the abundance we now enjoy.